Today's Guqin, the elegant way, the new choice to win at the starting line. Instead of spending a fortune to learn ballet or fencing, it is better to let your children play the Guqin. New parents, have you also fallen into the arena of winning at the starting line? Your newborn baby is still crying, and you have already begun researching which international kindergarten to enroll your kid in. Your child has just started to walk, and you have already booked piano, violin, and ballet class schedules. The most exaggerated thing is that the beautiful mother next door has already actually arranged a ski training class for her 2-year-old baby and also equipped it with a full set of Olympic-level ski equipment. What about me? I love children very much growing up. However, I was probably the most rebellious kid on earth since I was a teenager. I ran away from home at the age of 13 and have been lonely with no family since. Therefore, I decided at the age of 13, if by the time I turn 18, I still have no children yet, I will go get IVF and give myself a family. The result? Hallelujah. Thank God by the time I turned 18, I didn't have enough financial stability to raise a kid. I couldn't fulfill my wish. Growing up, my super avant-garde mom always told us that children are overrated. Now that she's figured out that I'm probably not gonna have children ever, she still reminds me that children are overrated. From then on, I, who am insulated from fertility, stand aside and watch the contestants of the mom competition compete with each other, smiling in vain, thinking, my kid is the most expensive in this shit. Shh, I silently shout in my mind. Hallelujah, I can't even afford to raise a child. How would I have the energy to wade into this muddy waters of mothership? But the good news is that for the sake of my new parenting friends who are constantly competing after having children, I have found an elegant choice that has cultural connotations and won't break your bank. Learning Guqin. Win at the starting line without breaking the bank. If you take a look at those piano or violin lessons, each lesson costs thousands of dollars, TWD, let alone the budget to buy expensive instruments for practicing. Did you know? Learning Guqin doesn't require so much effort at all. Beginners can rent a Guqin for only NT $100 per day. What about tuition? $0. You read that right. It's cheaper than buying coffee. Moreover, the Guqin's temperament is top-notch. Playing the piano or violin may remind people about the countless behind-the-scenes moments of crying over every music exam and evaluation. Guqin, on the other hand, is completely different. It represents 3,000 years of culture and is an elegant symbol of the literati. When a child learns Guqin, she not only wins at the starting point, but also directly overwhelms the entire group of shallow parents. This is where you come in and gloat by saying, "Oh, your child is learning piano. We are learning Guqin." It is a living fossil that has been passed down for 3,000 years and is an intangible cultural heritage. Guqin saves parents' worries and dresses children in grace. How easy is it to learn Guqin? It doesn't matter if your child knows how to read music notation or not. The teacher will teach him, her from scratch, and your child will be able to play a piece in 3 months. After half a year, he will be able to perform Guanshan Yue, a famous Chinese piece, and directly conquer your group of relatives and friends. Moreover, Guqin lessons don't require kids to go to luxurious music classrooms. Any quiet corner can be a practice ground. As for the cost of renting a Guqin and taking lessons, I can only say that it is really cheap. Opting for Guqin saves hundreds of times, more than signing up for ballet lessons or buying a piano. More importantly, the melody of the Guqin has a mysterious healing effect. Even if the child does not practice well, parents can still feel calmer even by listening to the wrong notes. Well, depending on the person. Experience 3,000 years of cultural depth. Did you know the sound of the Guqin is deep and restrained, with a hint of literacy? It is a leader in healing music. In the process of learning Guqin, children not only learn the instrument, but also patience, concentration, and even cultural confidence. Think about how impressive your child's image will be when she goes for a school interview in the future and say, "I grew up playing Guqin in elementary school." Plus, it's a great opportunity for the whole family to grow together. Parents, you can even learn together with your children and become the best example of parent-child cultural inheritance. Finally, my time to laugh at myself. Of course, I'm not the kind of person who gets bitter when seeing others spend money. As a music novice who once almost destroyed the eardrums of my whole family with a violin, I can guarantee that the art of Guqin can not only help your kids win at the starting line, but also improve your kid's temperament, a trait my mom taught me since childhood, and save your wallet. Win, win, win. So, parents, do you want to continue to break the bank or try the elegant magic of Guqin? Join us. Contemporary Art of Guqin. Contemporary Art of Guqin. The ancient piano is the new Guqin. Guqin, an instrument with more than 3,000 years of history, is not only a symbol of ancient Chinese culture, but also the first of the four arts in the eyes of literati. From Confucius to Zhuge Liang to Huizong of the Song dynasty, countless notables in history have used Guqin to cultivate themselves and keep them company. The essence of Qinkishuhua, Qin, chess, calligraphy, and painting begins with the 7 strings of Guqin. The charm of Guqin. The elegant sound of the East Guqin was originally called Qin, but was later renamed Guqin in Chinese to distinguish it from the piano, which is also called Qin. It was once a musical ritual, and its sound is deep and lingering, as if it transports the listener back to the deep mountains and forests of ancient times. In traditional culture, Guqin is not only the embodiment of musical art, but also a symbol of the harmonious resonance between human beings and nature, the heart, heaven, and earth. Today, Guqin has entered modern life in a more open-minded way, allowing adults and elders aged between 20 and 80 to have the opportunity to come into contact with this art. Even those who do not know music notation or have no musical foundation can start from scratch. Who is suitable to learn Guqin? Guqin is not only suitable for adults who are interested in pursuing cultural connotations, but is also tailor-made for retired people who want to calm their minds and cultivate themselves through music. Its teaching method follows ancient methods, focusing on standard fingering, graded, and step-by-step teaching to help students master the skills steadily. Even a beginner can play ditties in 3 months and master elementary repertoire in half a year. Students do not need to prepare any special equipment or instruments. Guqin rental only costs NT $100 per day, and tuition is completely free. The teacher only expects students to persist for at least 6 months to experience the depth and charm of this art fully. Guqin teaching and its public spirit. Jin Yu, who is responsible for teaching Guqin, holds a master's degree from the National University of the Republic of China and has decades of experience in Guqin performance and teaching. In addition to one-on-one, hands-on teaching, Yu is also committed to music volunteering and charity activities. Yu visits places like the National Military Hospital, Tzu Foundation, cultural centers, and other places to share Guqin music with the public. This inheritance and persistence allows students not only to learn Guqin, but also to find their spiritual belonging in the sound of the Qin. Guqin, the art that spans time and space. The charm of Guqin lies in its ability to break through the boundaries between Eastern and Western cultures and ancient and modern eras. Today's Guqin is not only committed to its inheritance, but also actively uses modern technology to share Guqin information and courses through the internet. attracting more people to join this elegant art community. Whether you are a lover of literature and art, or a modern person simply seeking peace of mind, you can find resonance in the notes of Guqin. Learning Guqin begins now. If you have a heart, you have destiny. If you want to experience the infinite charm of this art for yourself, you are welcome to visit Jinji Guqin's fan page to learn more about course information and performances. The ancient Qin is now the Guqin. Guqin art, information sharing, Guqin music, professional teaching, adhering to the inheritance of ancient methods, supplemented by internet technology. If you have intention, you make destiny.